What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk. We have a new season of Battle Arena ahead of us. Now, this is interesting. I will kind of warn you. I am not sure how I feel about this one. Not in a bad way necessarily, just how do you prep for this? So, if you didn't know, Battle Arena kind of does its thing. It kind of comes and it goes, and then we get a new season where there's all new challenges and all new things that you need to achieve in order to really be successful at it. And this time around, if we go in here, go to Battle Arena, you always want to check the field effects button at the top. Now, fair warning, some of y'all might not like the way this goes down. We'll cover it. Now, actually, so let's jump in here. Field effects. Increase endurance status by 200%, but inflicts 3% of max HP burn for every second. That is wild. So everybody basically is at a deficit. That is just the reality of this whole situation. It's kind of, well, with one exception, but we'll get to that here in a moment. But first, we've got to do the ad spot. I know, but you guys know I'm not going to pitch you anything if I don't personally believe in it. And honestly, Zero In by Root is absolutely been a game changer for me. No pun intended. So you guys know that I do a lot of late night streaming, a lot of late night gaming. And sometimes, as a parent, as an adult, I have responsibilities throughout the day. And the honest answer is sometimes I need a little extra boost. Well, my options are I could reach for a cup of coffee, or I could take like a sugary energy drink or something like that. But there's only so much coffee you could drink, although I am a big coffee nut, and we will have some of that coming up here soon. Actually, funny enough, by these same people. But I don't like the sugar energy drinks. This, thankfully, is literally a pill version of that same thing. In fact, this is the ones I've been using. And I only really need them maybe once, 2 times a week, absolute tops. It just gives you a little extra boost on top of whatever you've got going on. Check it out in the link down below. But trust me, I really do enjoy these, and I use it myself. They are a little bit on the pricey side, but you get 3 blister packs, and like I said, I use mine about once to maybe twice a week. So 1 blister pack lasted me a month and a half, and that was during the trial period. So I think it is well worth the investment. Personally, for me, Zero In by Root has been absolutely fantastic. But that's enough pitching. Let's get back to the gameplay. Okay, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around how this is going to work, right? Endurance stat by 200%. Great, right? Everyone should be much better off. But inflicts burn for 3 seconds. So you're really talking about everybody's going to be dealt burn damage no matter what. So already units that have extra burn actually will be at really a significant advantage. And then you've got units like the like Bell that as your opponent is burning just get better and better and better. So you've really got, or Anniversary Bell. So you've really got to plan that around. Plus it says your linked linked anime characters increase damage by 50%. So really, it's like the Anniversary Bell and any unit that is a linked anime character. Really think about all the units we've got recently from the Festas and all that stuff are really what you're looking at here. So this is a really interesting situation. Let's go ahead and jump in and mess with this a little bit, because I've not run this at all. This will be my first foray into this. In fact, there's the Anniversary Bell right there. So the whole deal with Bell here, and the reason I think he's going to be really good at this, let's go ahead and go to his stats. Mine's level 90, which is really nice, but he's only A1, which is going to be a deficit. It's going to be a pretty bad situation for him. So, attack multiplier 170%, cooldown 405 front-facing round AoE attacks, applies 26% reduced technique cooldown to your unit, consumes 2 E2R, or whatever, how you pronounce that, of own unit, increased damage by 20% per E2R resumed. I forget how you actually are supposed to pronounce it, but whatever. Technique 2, attack multiplier 143, cooldown 800, one hit front-facing linear AoE attack, inflicts burn on enemies for 5 seconds. Now, we already have 3% burn damage, so on top of that, that's a thing. With an attack multiplier of 3%, it consumes 5 of those E2R. Basically, yeah, and it increases damage by 20% per E2R consumed. So it's like, I really don't know how to pronounce that. It's such a funky sounding thing. Yeah, I don't know. After charge attack multiplier of 351%. So remember, that's the one where you can hold it down, but because this is auto run, I don't think that really does anything. But here's the big thing. Burns enemies for 10 seconds with the attack multiplier of 77.5%. So basically, he gets attack multiplier while your opponents are burned. Let's open this up all the way, because I think he gets better. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Inflicts burn on enemies 15% with attack multiplier 10.5%. Grants further wind damage increase of 26% to own units for 15 seconds. I thought he got a buff for applying a burn. Let's check this out. Attack multiplier of 1123.2. That's such a strange number. With a cooldown of 3,000, one hit front facing round AoE attack applies 30%. Applies 30 E2R for your unit for 10 seconds, which really kind of increases your burn. It increases technique gauge accumulation rate for 20, 16.9% increased movement speed and 5% continuous recovery, and activates field effect for 5 seconds. Inflicts damage with an attack multiplier of 16.2 for every 0.2 seconds of an enemy that enters the field. Oh, it's only for enemies in the field, so it actually doesn't really affect his skills that much. Let's go back up to skill 1. I thought he had something that really allowed him to get an increase when your opponents are burned, but maybe it's that field effect I'm confusing it with, which is distinctly possible. Attack multiplier 140, cooldown 400 from round front facing AoE attacks, applies 32.5% reduced technique cooldown. No, I really thought, you know what? I must be confusing it with that area of effect thing. So maybe he actually doesn't get a big boost from this. I would think he does, but it seems like not. But I know that they're like the linked anime character thing is a bit weird, but realistically, what you're honestly looking at, let's see if we can actually filter this down, because I believe, let's see, Goddess of Fertility. Can we not link it by that? Apparently not. Thought we could. It's got the different familias. Anyway, the long and the short of it is, you know who I'm talking about here. We're really, and this is all the assist units too, like your Hegnies. Ryu would be another really good one. Hegni would actually be really rock solid here. I'm going to utilize Ryu because she is a fire unit. I don't think she really, I don't know, man. Let's kind of look at this, because I don't know who's actually going to be better here or not. Attack multiplier 52%, 4 hit front-facing round AoE attacks when Justice Answer is granted attack multiplier of 60%. 4 hit front-facing AoE attacks. Let's see. I'm going to boost her all the way up to MLB just because I want to see what she does. Good grief. This skill 1 is insane. During charge, 45% attack multiplier for 3 front party. No purchase necessary. So everything depends on if Justice Answer is used, which is her main skill. Continuously gets 5% increased shield for 10 seconds. That's, of course, the thing you guys were griping me about yesterday when I was very sloppily running Abyssal Exploration. We'll redo that, by the way. There's a whole reason that went down the way it went down, and it was not pretty. We'll cover that, though. When hit front facing AoE attack grants 6.5% shield to all units for 15 seconds. When Justice Answer is granted attack multiplier of 777%. When the enemy is burning. That's what I'm looking for. When the enemy is burning, increase 202 damage and grants 6.5% shield. So she's the one that actually gets a really big boost off that skill too. But I want to say she and Belle would be really good here. But anyway, I'm going to put her in charge of this, and I'm going to swap out my assist. I think my best assist would probably be Lily for her, I think. I don't know for certain. And these are all, of course, wind assists, so we need some fire assists. Let's just go ahead and throw, let's see, yep, fire attribute unit, bam. Nope, I want the fire attribute. Let's go ahead and swap her. No, it's just a regular strength increase. We can keep that. And she doesn't really need much beyond that. Reduce move cooldown. You know what? We'll keep that in effect too. Then we'll just swap this out for her cape, and let's just see how this plays out. Only thing I'm really worried about here is Artemis. Artemis is great, but she's starting to get a little squishy if you don't have her max limit broken. So Artemis may be at a slight deficit. Ooh, how's she going to react to that Mikoto? That's a question. I do feel like Artemis is probably going to be the first one taken out, but, oh man. Actually, Ryu got hurt. That's a rarity. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. I take it back. That wasn't her health. That was her effect. Oh, no, that was hilarious. Never mind. That was hilarious. Ne'er mind. So, yeah, she's going to get a bit of a boost, and she's going to get a little extra damage because she does have that kind of anime boost there. Let's try another one, and let's try one that's a little more difficult, that we do still kind of outclass this team a bit. I want to say that Bell gets a boost from your opponent being burned, but maybe I'm just misremembering that. It's distinctly possible. There's too many units with too much stuff going on. Like, I adore the game, but they really went from units with, like, sentence-long skills to, like, novel skills. Really in, like, very short order. It's really crazy how quickly that just went nuts. Man, look at that. So crazy. The fact that they decimated Otaro like that is pretty impressive. But I'll be fair, I did not see Otaro's whole thing. I didn't see what level he was at and all that stuff. So maybe I'm overestimating the skills of their Otaro. Let's try one more, see how this plays out. Yes, I'm a bit low level. Let's update this and see if we have somebody that's a bit higher level. No? It's a level 90 Otaro. We'll give him a shot, see how it does. I don't know how I feel about that assist on him, but a level 90 Otaro might be hard to kill. So, let's see how this goes. All right. There we are. I really want to see... So, we have Otaro. We've got all defensive units there. But, yeah. And like I said, Artemis is kind of the exception to the rule. Now, if we could get their Otaro inside that area of effect, we'd be better off. There we go. Yeah, once they're inside there, it's all over with. Yeah. Interesting. So I've got to see what happens when we level up, because I do feel like that once we get into the next level, get a little above that gold level, it's going to be a bit more difficult. But we'll probably come back and revisit this. Very, very interesting, though. Just worth noting that really the only units that really get a big damage boost are units that get damage boost when your opponent's burning, like Ryu, or have that anime link, which, you know, like while Ryu does have that boost, she's a defensive unit. So I might actually wind up replacing Artemis with Hegni. In fact, let's go ahead and do that real fast, just to see what happens here. Because Hegni would get the boost from that. And then I need a wind assist for him, and I can actually put some wind assists on him real quick. Let's go ahead and give him No. Aphrodite's a poor choice. Let's give him Freya, see how this plays out. All right, so there's a strength boost on him. Let's go ahead and swap her for, well, you know what? That's fine. We can keep that on there. And we can give, let's say that's a strength boost. So what's the first one? Is the first one not strength boost? Increase special move damage. Let's give him the wind boost. Well, actually, I take it back. So that's a, yeah, there we go. Wind boost it is. And swap that item for, what do we want here? Apply time to reduce endurance. We'll do that. Let's go. Sorry about that. I nicked the mic there. Let's see how this plays out. I have two units that get the linked anime boost, and I've got one unit that is just genuinely good all the way around. Anniversary Bell, really, if anybody deserves to be somehow nerfed, it might be him. Okay, so we lost our strength boost there with Hegni, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. I really got to see what happens when we level up, because I don't feel like the gold rank is a true test of this. I've really got to see what happens when we get into the higher ranks. So I'm going to run a few of these. We'll be live streaming here in just a few minutes. Probably by the time this video goes live, the live stream will have started up. For now, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys again real soon. And Let me know what you guys think of this season. I'm intrigued to see how this one plays out.